Hello and welcome to LexGo Eat, the Herald Leaders podcast about eating and drinking in the Bluegrass. I'm Janet Patton and I cover food, bourbon, and craft beer.
I'm Cheryl Truman. I cover features and business.
And I'm Sally Shear, and I'm the Lifestyles and Business Editor.
And we have a special guest today.
Special guest.
I'm Josh Moore, the digital sports reporter for high schools at the Lexington Herald Leader.
And a beer lover.
And a beer lover, yes. I've had a couple in my time.
Josh has been our special guest a couple times. So I don't know, are you still a special guest?
I think I'm getting less special every time.
I think he's just a guest at this stage.
Not true. Okay, just a
Josh was our special guest at the Bluegrass Fair where
That's
we
right.
had that great adventure with the plate of ice.
Okay, well we had him here today because we're getting a sneak peek at Mirror Twin Brewing Company, which is the new brewery opening soon on National Avenue, and they are going to have a rolling oven pizza inside, which I'm pretty excited about too, because rolling oven is one of my favorite food trucks. We're going to be hearing all about their beer and their pizza and why they're called Mirror Twin and all kinds of things. I am here with Derek DeFranco, who is the head brewer at Mirror Twin. So I have to ask, what is Mirror Twin and why is it called Mirror Twin?
It's called Mirror Twin because I am a mirror twin. So I have an identical twin brother, and I'm right-handed and he's left-handed. So the basic definition is that we are the mirror image of each other. And it goes a little farther than that. We have two totally different personalities. And even though we look the same, pretty much after 5 minutes of talking to us, you can tell, which one's which. And so that's why, the brewery is called Mirror Twin, because I always loved that concept. I like that concept so much, I wanted to apply it to the way we make the beers. And so after thinking about it, I was like, well, we can use that on how we, create different recipes. And so what I decided to do was create what we're going to call twin beers or twin drafts. And it's just as simple as where we take one of our flagship recipes or one of our more popular recipes and we twin it, where we brew it with the exact same recipe, but we just change one ingredient. Whether it's the yeast we use to ferment, the hops we use, just one grain, and it has a profound effect on the final product.
That's really interesting. How long have you been brewing?
I've been brewing for 3 years. I brewed professionally for about 2.
And how many beers will Mirror Twin make?
At first, we'll always have at least 10 on of our own beers. I think for our opening, we'll have 15, just because since we're getting into the fall, there are a lot of seasonal beers I want to make. I made a pumpkin porter for my wedding that I think some people would be very unhappy if I didn't make. Probably just a normal pumpkin beer and an Oktoberfest. Just some fall beers, and then our flagships, and then some of the twin beers of our flagships.
And speaking of your opening, when is that going to be?
We're hoping for about a month, in about a month. I should start brewing by the end of this week. And it takes we have a slightly smaller system, but that allows us to do the more variety. But it's going to take me a little bit longer to get the beers ready. So about 4 weeks from the day I start brewing.
So you're talking about more toward the end of September then, mid to late September.
Yeah.
Mirror Twin's going to be opening. And what kind of hours do you think you'll have?
Well, what makes this kind of unique is the fact that we partnered with Rolling Oven. And I love his pizza. It's fantastic.
It is.
And since he's going to have his little location inside of our brewery, I think we would be remiss if we didn't serve lunch. So we'll probably be open from noon to midnight. And maybe a little earlier, we kind of have to feel some things out. I think, maybe 11:30, since there's so many businesses around here that would probably stop in for lunch. But right now the plan is to be open from noon to midnight.
Well, I think this is a great location. In National Avenue, obviously, is really bustling, and you're getting some great neighbors. Cosmic Charlie's coming in right across the parking lot. So I think it's going to be a good location. Thank you so much for letting us come by and kind of get a preview of what's going to be here in a month.
Yeah, we're excited. It's been a very long, sometimes frustrating, but most of the time it's been really fun. And we're really excited to be in this neighborhood. There's a lot of great neighbors, locals, National Provisions, the CrossFit gym, the Coliseum down on Ashland, and all those little shops down there. We're super excited to be here.
Did you guys have a good weekend?
Nice weekend, thank you. Yes, stood in the rain at the Woodland Arts Fair for a little while, but That's what you do for the Herald Leader.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good
You
time.
give and you give.
That's right. We have a lot going on this weekend too. So Cheryl, why don't you kick us off?
This Saturday is the Chevy Chase Street Fair from
Always fun.
4 to 10 p.m. It says here, my favorite bourbon and Toulouse. I believe that would be Janet's favorite bourbon. It could go for me too.
Yeah.
I also like bourbon and Toulouse. They will have gator etouffee. I'm more of a chicken etouffee person, but that'll do. Grill specials including all beef franks, chili dogs, that'd be my favorite, and andouille sausage. Also on Saturday will be the Bluegrass Eggfest at Housewarmings on Palumbo Drive. And in case you get confused, as I did when I first heard Eggfest and think, do you want them scrambled or fried or poached?
Right.
No,
Wrong egg.
it's the big green egg grills. And this will be from 11 to 6. They will have 50 grill stations.
Oh my gosh.
With big green eggs, serving all kinds of grilled goodies. Bellanote will be there, Lyle's Barbecue, Wild Time, Athenian Grill, City Barbecue, Mr. Kebab, Papa Murphy's, Hankook Inn. All will be there according to the
gosh.
Eggfest people. A celebration of the grill.
That sounds really cool.
It does sound good.
What have you got, Sally?
Well, once you filled up on Saturday and then you wake up on Sunday and you're still a little hungry, you can go to the Temple at Israel is having their Jewish food festival on Sunday.
This is going to be so neat.
From 11:30 to 3:30. Janet is writing about it this week in our food page. The temple is on North Ashland. And you pay a price to get in, and then you can sample a wide variety of Jewish ethnic foods.
Oh, yeah.
Everything from, I'll just give you a few of them, obviously, lox, cream cheese, bagels, matzah soup, pastrami on rye, latkes, you name it. They're going to have a wide
Knishes.
variety of things, knishes, and if you're an adult and a child can tag on to your ticket.
Yeah.
So what are they, $18 for adults? And then it's a wide variety of samples from the Jewish Food Festival.
I'm going to go to that. I really think so. When we were doing that piece, we got to sample some of the arugula, and that was
Oh, the arugula was very good.
She brought it
Cinnamony
back.
and nutty, it was yummy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was delicious.
And they're doing it to help people in the community get to know them better and understand their culture and their
It's a great idea.
traditions. And sounds wonderful.
Well, what about you, Josh? What do you got?
It couldn't work out any better. You get your fill of food on Saturday and Sunday, right after you go out to the festivals. Out at
There you go.
I don't know. Where is it exactly?
Well, Festivals is downtown at Cheapside on the 2nd of September, so it's next weekend.
Yeah, so it's well,
So
you
you-
eat a lot the weekend before.
There you
and
go.
come back out.
And then you go try the beer.
It's $30, but you get a sample. You get 20 beer samples. It's like tickets, kind of like
Yeah.
Crave, other things. On hand, you'll have your Blue Stallion, Country Boy, your Kentucky Ale is my personal favorite. So a lot of local breweries. You can pick up tickets at Liquor Barns, Pazzo's, the Beer Trap, the Thursday Night Live, everywhere that get out, and have
Yeah.
your feel, and pay during the week, and then you can go out and celebrate that weekend and have yourself have a good time.
Right.
Well, that thing
And we
always.
were talking about how big the beer samples are. How big are they?
I don't think they're a full pour. I
They're
think,
like a half pour?
Yeah, so even though you get 20 tickets, you're not
You're only gonna make it
necessarily
through
going to
10.
be drinking 20
Maybe.
beers. But there's like 60 or something
Wow.
breweries coming. So you get to pick, and a lot of them bring special releases that are not their normal fare, things that that are special, and that stuff goes pretty fast, I think. But it's something fun for beer people, and it always sells out. So it's a good idea to get your tickets now, because day of there won't be anything left.
Well, yeah,
right?
and if there's some of these places you haven't tried out around town, it's a great
Right.
great time
Gives you
to
a chance
see
to do
what they
that.
have and help out the local people.
That's right. Well, another thing going on this Saturday is the Moontower Music Festival, which is at Masterson Station Park, and they're going to have some really nice food, which you don't, you normally think of, sort of just, you don't really think that they're going to have anything all that special, but they're going to have Crank and Boom Bourbon Ball Sunday, and that's going to
Yeah,
have.
what's wrong with that? Nothing.
It's gonna feature wild turkey bourbon, and wild turkey is also a sponsor, I guess, because they're going to have a tent and they're going to have wild turkey bourbon lemonade slush.
Go for one of those.
Which
Please.
could be delicious on a 90-degree day.
Yes,
It would
could
be perfect.
It certainly could be on a nice summer.
And Rolling
fall
Oven's
day.
going to be there with pizzas made with Kentucky Proud ingredients. Tickets are $49, available online. We have all the details in LexGo.
So you get the food and the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And dogs you can bring your dog. Isn't that great? Everything is in Wednesday's paper. And I wanted to
Yeah.
point out, too, that Mellow Mushroom has opened their second location at Lexington Green. So it's not all closings, but
Right.
we are going to have some more news about some more stuff coming. So keep watching Kentucky.com. And let's go eat.
Let's go.